coaches got us prepared, and we just playing hungry.
Thank you. Coach, anything you would like to add?
Just a great defensive effort. Our guys got after it right from the beginning, put pressure on and kept the pressure on. And the next group came in, did the same thing, and it was our best defensive effort of the tournament to this point, and that's what it's going to take to win 2 more games.
Thank you. As before, please raise your hands, ask a question, and please state your name and the outlet you are working for. Keep your questions short so we can make sure to address them to either player or coach. We start here in the front, please.
Hi, Coach. Congratulations on the win. Naveen Ganglani. Coach, after the game, Tyrese Halliburton mentioned the team was playing with a little bit of anger following the loss last time around. And it's quite a contrast because I know your style, particularly in the NBA, is for your teams to play with joy. But did you notice that little sentiment of anger they were playing with to kind of bounce back in the last effort? Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, we lost the last game, so you always want to respond to a loss with a competitive effort, and the joy and the competitiveness go hand in hand. When you compete and you play with that kind of force and energy, and you get the ball moving, like Tyrese was making happen, like Anthony Edwards moving the ball early on. It's just infectious, and then it becomes fun, and it doesn't matter who scores and who gets the stats. It just becomes about the team, and that's when the game is I think, at its peak and when it's the most fun.
Thank you. I saw another question all the way in the back. Yes.
Steve, Tim Reynolds with AP, all the way in the back. It's obviously not easy, but we're used to seeing a team after a loss, they come out with a certain edge, a certain fire. How do you keep that edge now going into Friday, coming off probably your best performance of the summer so far?
Well, it's been a 5-week journey for this group, and there's 5 more days. That's how we look at it. So we're the horse turning back to the barn. The horse starts picking up the pace when it senses it's near the barn, and that's what's happening right now. Our guys are sensing this is the end of the journey, and the energy picked up tonight, the pace, the force, and so they know what's ahead. They know what the goal is, so I have no doubt they'll come out with the same energy, the same force in the next game.
Thank you. One question over here. Gentleman in the gray shirt.
Mikal, in addition to playing with the force that you talked about at the outset, did you guys have a certain swagger that you maybe hadn't played with all summer?
No, not really. We always played that swagger. I think just felt that energy off the jump, and everybody felt it. The starters, the bench, and we just found each other. Earlier I gave Ant a big shout out, and Ant can get 30 whenever he wants, like easily. And just to him to be unselfish, and we talked to him and try to help him out, just to find guys, and that's what he did. And he's probably the happiest dude in the locker room right now. So shout out to Ant for that, and he knows how dominant he is. He's very confident. So just to find guys, and I think we kind of fed off that. Once we saw Ant doing that and how happy he was, and everybody kind of had that joy as well. But I feel like no matter what, our swagger never goes away. We just was ready, and we're gonna stay ready until we got it.
Next question over here, blue jacket. No, in the second row, sorry.
Thank you. Mikal, Jake Fisher with Yahoo Sports. On that mindset question, but for you in particular, when you got traded from Phoenix to Brooklyn, people were surprised by the offensive artillery you have. When the game is shifting into a game where you're going downhill, you're hunting for yours, kind of straying a bit more from that defensive specialist that people kind of put you in a box about. Is there a moment, like a light switch that goes on when you see an opportunity to kind of shift into kind of attack, kill mode?
Out here?
In general, yeah.
I just stay aggressive. That's what it is. And honestly, even coming in tonight, I was struggle throughout this whole process and what I struggle with just in general. Just that force of being aggressive. We're all confident, you know. No matter how many points we score, like we're all ready, you know. We're all ready to make that shot. We're all ready to make a play. So that's never gonna go nowhere. We just got dogs in the locker room, man. We all know what we can do. We can all shoot, dribble, pass, you know, defend, do everything. So it's just, I mean, look at the guys we're playing with. Everybody go out there and score. Everybody is their main guys on their team, and it's just, we're just ready for the moment. Anybody.
Yes, over here, second row, gray jackets. Thank you very much.
For Steve Kerr, Nikolovic, Mondo, Serbia. You got beat by Lithuania in the game before this. Now Lithuania gets beat against Serbia. From your perspective as one of the best NBA coaches, what that says about European and FIBA basketball? And how do you plan to look ahead on this tournament, knowing that maybe there are even better teams than Lithuania? Thank you.
Well, we have great respect for FIBA basketball. You know, one of the things that we have to do as USA basketball coaches is we have to teach our guys that FIBA is a different game than the NBA. And so we have the first order of business is to respect those differences, teach the different rules, let the guys know how good these teams are. Lithuania was amazing the other night, and I didn't see the game, but I understand Serbia was brilliant tonight in beating Lithuania. There's a lot of great teams over here, and so we respect that. We love the fact that the game has gone global. There's been great basketball in Serbia, the former Yugoslavia, Croatia, Montenegro, the whole region. There's been great basketball there for a long, long time, and we respect that, and we know that these teams are very difficult to beat.
Thank you. There was a question further in the back, yes?
Good evening. Question is for Coach and Mikal Bridges. My name is Antonis Kalkavouras, representing Gazeta from Greece. You guys coached and play against and alone international players, but you never play against international teams. For US basketball, what's the most difficult thing, to adjust in those games?
Man, I think just some of the rules, maybe some of just traveling rules a little bit, and I think a little bit of physicality. But once you kind of realize how you can play, I think we all adapt to it. But I think just a little bit of traveling, just knowing how to put the ball down real quick, which is probably the biggest thing that we can take that kind of messes up a little bit. So I'll say the traveling.
There's a lot of differences. The traveling. We saw one tonight. In the NBA, Mikal gets a three-point shot in front of the opposing bench. The other players yell at him. He turns and he points back, and we just keep playing. In FIBA, he makes a three. They yell at him. He points at him. He gets a technical foul. So we got to understand this. This is there's differences, a lot of differences. So we've had a lot of plays that we're trying to show the players, like this is where it's different, and we have to respect that. We can't complain too much. We got the unsportsmanlike foul on Brandon Ingram tonight when he was trying to dunk the ball. Like in the NBA, there's no way that's unsportsmanlike. In FIBA, it is, so we have to adjust and respect that.
Thank you. Yes, one question up here in the front.
Hi, Coach. Joe Viraya, SB Nation. It seemed like you guys were flying around more defensively. You even employed a full court press early on. Was it something what was the reasoning behind putting more pressure against Italy? Was it something about them being an effective half-court team, or you just wanted to establish your pace on defense?
We were just trying to establish our defensive aggression right away. We know that the biggest advantage that we have is the depth on our roster, and we can play really hard, for 5 or 6 minutes and then bring another 5 guys in, and most teams can't do that. So we have to take advantage of the talent that we have. But more than anything, it was just these guys knowing it's the quarterfinals. We have to play our very best if we want to win the gold medal, and they came out and did that tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you. Final question from up here, please.
Hi, Mikal. José Ramón Alba, Sergio from Spain. In this win, you just not won the game. Indeed, you had fun. How important is this for the rest of the tournament?
This is important, just how we set the tone. And obviously, we're going to still learn from it, but it's just knowing the intensity we have to play with from the jump. You know, we all felt that and know what we have to do, so that's what we got to take to the next game.
Thank you.